Welcome. Today we are going to be taking a look at a new HOI4 mod called Dawn of the Motherland. Its premise? Simple. What if Mother Russia broke up into various warlord states in January 2022, just before the Ukrainian war started? What if an unknown dissident group set Russia ablaze into a fiery new warlord era after the death of President Vladimir Putin? That is the cold, brutal reality that we shall be peering into now. Without further ado, let's take a look at some of the different warlord states that this mod has to offer. So this is the map of Russia. The mod is completely released and it has a huge amount of warlord states. So let's start from the west. So here we have the American Mandate, which is a liberal. Basically, it is the Yankee dream to control Russia, to conquer it. Then we have Crimea under Natalia. Yes, I won't be trying to pronounce her name, but we all know who she is. About 2 years before, she was quite famous on various internet forums like 4chan for her beauty and killer looks, along with being at a high level in the Russian military apparatus. And her system of governance is apparently Novgorodiskaya system, which is, I guess, a form of conservative autocracy. Then we have Chechnya, which has immediately declared independence after Russia has broken up into warlord states. Further north we have Volgograd, which is a socialist state. And I bet that the person called Yuri will be living in Volgograd. Please give 3 cheers to yourself if you know who is Yuri. Then we have Smolensk, which is a conservative democracy under General Sergei Shoigu. Then we have Ryazan, which is another conservative democracy under Mikhail Mishustin. And in Moscow, there is yet another conservative democracy under Sergei Sobyanin. But I guess that he is a kind of he's similar to Spiedel in TNO mod, in that he's isolationist. If you look at him, he has got the isolationist traits. Then here we have Novgorod, the actual Novgorod, which is another socialist state, a Leninist state. And this focus icon, it looks quite similar to Sablin. Then in Petersburg, we have another conservative democracy. And then we have the state of Walam, which is a Christian state. It is the fortress of God, led by an unknown group of individuals and monasteries. Then we have Kirov, which is another securitist democracy. And Orenburg, which is a liberal state. Komi is another socialist state. And all the areas of the North Pole seem to be under American control for some reason. Then Sverdlovsk is again liberal under the KOHP. Then Tyumen is again liberal. And here we also got an anarcho-capitalist state, Gazprom. Under command of this man, invaders have been drawn out from our glorious capital. If there is one who can clean up this mess, then this is the one, Mikhail Shvetov. And in here we got the Omsk Free Army, which is... I'm guessing that these people are some kind of monarchists, but I can't really tell because there is no localization yet. But they still seem interesting. And in Omsk we got a pretty boring guy. Who is this? Who is Yevgeny Prigozhin? I don't know who is he. Tell me in the comments down below if you know who he is, because he seems like a pretty boring guy to me. And in other news, I have a flight to take tomorrow, so wish me luck. Then we have Norilsk, which is another conservative democracy, a patriotic one. Novosibirsk is, I guess, this is some kind of futurist state in Novosibirsk. It seems interesting. You know what? I'm not under any pressure in this video to go fast, so let me Google who he is right here and right now. What is his name? Sergei Chemezov. Okay, so he's the CEO of the Rostec Corporation, a state-owned defense conglomerate, a former KGB agent and high-ranking general. And he was once stationed in East Germany. Interesting. Then we have Altai under the funny Eurasianist man Alexander Dugin. So he's a Eurasianist, of course. And let me also check out who this man is. Zahar Prilepin. So he's a kind of writer and politician in Russia, and he's a leader of the National Conservative political party called For Truth. Okay, interesting. Then we have Irkutsk, which is under German Sterligov, and he's a primitivist. He's an anarcho-primitivist. So Irkutsk is the place to go if you hate modern technology. Then we have Krasnoyarsk, which is under Vladimir Potanin. So this is some kind of Dengist Oktanist state. And I'm saying Oktan because for some reason this man reminds me of Oktan a lot. So this man has acquired his wealth through a lot of controversial loans and for shares program. After the fall of the USSR, Vladimir Potanin really went deep into crony capitalism. Some people call him one of the worst scammers in all of Russia. Okay, interesting. Then we have Yakutia, which is under the Council of Elders. I'm guessing they are the tribals of this region. Then the Sakha Republic, which is under Grigory Yavlinsky. Again, let me just Google him and see who he is. Grigory Yavlinsky. Yes, so he's a Russian economist and he authored the 500 Days Program, a plan for the transition of the Soviet regime to a free market economy. Interesting. Then we have Magadan, which is under the Seminist plot, a worsening crisis, hunger, mass discontent. All this undermines stability in our region. We must not let anyone take advantage of this. Famine is rising. Our lands are infertile. Without the help of other regions, we will not be able to feed ourselves. Our people are dying and our days are numbered. Then we have Kamchatka, which is under Mikhail Khodorkovsky, and he is an American ally. Then we come to Chita, which is under Viktor Zolotov. And again, he's a member of the Russian army. He's loyal to President Vladimir Putin's legacy. Then we have Amur, which is under Grigory Romanov. So these are monarchists here. Then we have this Birobidzhan, which is under Stas Vasiliev. Once again, let me just Google him quick. Yes, so this man is... Okay, so he's a kind of socialist and he's also a music critic. Okay, I really missed the context here, but this looks like some form of socialism called Jojakism. Then we have Khabarovsk, which is liberal. And then we have Vladivostok, which is under the Prisoners' Brotherhood. It is a bandit state run by prisoners. And again, the Sakhalin and Kuril look to be under the American mandate. So that, my friends, is the ruins of what was once the proud nation of Russia. And now, you explore it yourself. Dive deep into this mod. There is also a huge super event video where it shows you the super event for unification of Russia by every single one of these warlords. Right from the American Mandate to the Vladivostok Bandit Brotherhood. So also check that out. The link to the mod and to the super event video is given in the description. Play this mod, my friends. and unite Russia once more in 2022, dawn of the Motherland. Really, who is Prigozhin, man?